You guys want to move to the area, but Reno is just too damn expensive.
It's too expensive. Everybody's on top of one another. And so you want a little bit more land. You want some space from your neighbors. Maybe you need chickens or you want a horse property, right?
I just want to shoot my gun out of my backyard.
Yeah, or you want to go take your quads and just, be down the road from somewhere you can just ride.
Exactly. Bring the fishing poles, Hook up into some freaking bass, whatever it may be.
Exactly. And so today we are talking our top 4 rural cities surrounding Reno, Nevada, the most affordable spots.
Definitely. You guys, if you've been wanting to move here, now you don't have an excuse. We have the places for you to move to.
They're here for you.
In this video, going over it right now. Stay tuned. What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. I'm Joe Hanich.
My name is Ryan Chigbara.
And we are doing all things Northern Nevada, what it's like to live, eat, sleep, play.
Camp, hike, golf, all the good stuff, drink.
You name it, we're covering it. And if this is your first time to the channel, make sure you tap that bell.
Ding that thing.
Hit that subscribe button. Ryan and I are putting out content weekly. As much as we love doing that, we are licensed real estate agents in the state of Nevada.
So if you're moving this way, you got to call us, text us, email us, all that stuff.
Exactly. You're coming to the area, get a hold of us, because we would love to help you most with your real estate needs.
Exactly. And so today we are chatting.
Today's a good one.
Yeah, we just put out a video recently. Basically, living in Reno, medium home price now is $550,000. And so we know some people who are looking to not be in the city or looking for a little bit more affordable living. And so today we are doing basically the top 4 rural cities
just outside of Reno.
Yeah.
That's going to be more affordable, more bang for your buck. Right? You present the issue, Ryan and I find the solution.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here we are. This is a good one, action-packed. We're going to get into the very first one.
Number 1, most affordable, Fallon, Nevada. So they've got a median home price right now of $347,000. Fallon holds a dear place in my heart. I have an aunt and uncle out there, another aunt and my grandparents actually. So Easter's, all that sort of stuff. I was going to Fallon all the time.
That's
right?
awesome.
So,
and we've got some clients who live out there.
Yeah.
Easy little drive. It's about 1 hour outside of Reno to the east.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight east, basically.
Definitely.
Right. Just 80.
Population. It's a tiny little town, just a little over 8,000 people. Let's talk what's cool about Fallon.
Well, they do have the Naval Air Base, right? So that's a main draw. There's a ton of people who live out there because they are stationed out there. But
definitely,
you looked into some of the stuff that they're doing out there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Air Base out there, they do the Top Gun training.
Yep.
Which is fantastic. I had no idea about that. And then the Navy SEALs also do their search and rescue training out there. So it's an awesome air base. And then you had a little fun fact.
Back in the day, my uncle worked on the air base. He still does. But back in the day, he was one of the people who pushed for the driving range that they have out there.
For golf.
Yeah, they've got about a 300-yard driving range with 6 stalls there, and it's like $1 for a bucket of balls. So
that's sweet.
Yeah, if you are part of the Air Force base out there, you get a discounted rate on hitting the driving range. Thanks to Uncle Fred.
There we go. Shout out Uncle Fred. But some other cool things. The Latin farms out there. Mother-in-law was telling me about it this morning, actually. Great for the kids, the family, fresh produce.
Super cool spot. Yeah, I think the last time I went out there was basically the end of high school and did the corn maze out there.
Definitely, yeah. Pumpkin patch, all that.
Another quick anecdote on that. I was stuck in that corn maze with 3 of my buddies. They shut the lights off. They did not realize that we were actually the last group that was out there until everyone else was like, there are kids missing right now. They turned the lights back on and they got on the ramps and they quickly found us. So
I could see that.
Yeah.
Real estate wise, as far as that median price at $347,000, we're looking at 3-bedroom, 2-bath, a little bit bigger, 1,700 square foot, 1,800.
Built in about the 90s, and then you do see some stuff out there that's priced. Homes a little bit older, but even 4-bed, 5-bedroom, 2.5 bath, that sort of thing built in the 70s, right? So same price point, but it's just older and not necessarily redone out there. So
definitely, but under $500,000, I mean, you can get something brand new, newer, 3-car garage, bigger. Another good thing. I mean, Sand Mountain.
Oh yeah, right? that's another huge one, right? So Sand Mountain, 30 minutes east of Fallon, 4,800 acres of BLM land, and so I got a ton of buddies that just take the quads up there and all that sort of stuff. And then same thing. I'm just giving all the Fallon anecdotes right now. As a kid, used to go out there and just roll down that hill, right?
Definitely.
Just literally hike up it, take like either like a sled or just turn on the side and just
Definitely. But as far as like sand rails, four-wheelers,
all of it.
dirt bikes, right, taking the guns out, shooting out there.
Yeah,
it's a
super
little
cool spot.
paradise. 4,800 acres. So Fallon, number 1 on the list. Moving on to number 2.
And that is Fernley.
Good old Fernley, yeah.
So Fernley's kind of the midpoint between Reno and Fallon. So it's 35 minutes, same road, right
Quick,
across.
easy.
Same thing. We've got some clients that we got in out there that absolutely love the area.
Yeah.
A little bit bigger lot size for your homes.
And median home price, we're looking at 372.
Yeah.
There, so it crept up a little bit. Population of 20,000 people, but the close proximity to Reno is, you're 30 minutes out.
Yeah, and that's honestly why it's we've seen it continue to grow, right? So when I was growing up, Fallon, Fernley, pretty equal as far as population. Fernley's continued to boom.
Yeah.
It's so close to USA Parkway, and then for people who are still commuting into Reno for work, being 35 minutes away, we've just continued to see growth there, right? So
Definitely. Some highlight points. They do have a Walmart Supercenter.
they've got the Walmart, right? So same thing. Growing up, there was not much there, and now they're starting to get some good restaurants in there. You've got your main Walmart. You've got all that stuff, right?
Definitely. Talk about the Fernley Speedway.
Yeah, they've got a little track out there that just hosts different stuff, right? You've got motocross races. You've got the little, I can't think of the exact term for those little cars.
Like the RC cars?
Not even the RC ones, the one that, Tony Stewart started in. The little...
Okay, yeah, I know you're talking
They're basically
about.
like souped up go-karts, like really sick go-karts. They got the fins on the back and everything. And so, yeah.
We should do that.
Yeah. Well, hey... You guys buy a house,
Sponsor us.
we'll invest in one of these cars, dude. I'll be the pit guy, Joe. We'll see.
But we've got friends too that are always talking about it and going out and riding, dirt bike, the motocross out there.
Yeah.
Heard the track is fantastic and just a good time. Again, family, fun, friendly, just for buying and just getting after it.
Yeah, and another thing that we wanted to touch on, and this is sort of we're gonna get down to Dayton in a minute here, but Dayton, Fernley, Fallon are all basically equidistant, about 30 to 35 minutes from Lahontan Reservoir, right?
Definitely. So that's a lake that, we've gone wakeboarding on there.
Mm-hmm.
We've gone camping literally right there on the lake, which is nice. Not a lot of places, right? Tahoe, trying to find that is just about impossible. So an awesome lake.
Yeah, we've touched in other videos on Pyramid and why we like, Pyramid Lake and how that's just north of Spanish Springs, basically. Lahontan's sort of the Pyramid Lake of that surrounding area.
Definitely.
Right? So
yeah, good times. And I think we're moving on.
let's go. Yeah, number 3, Stead.
Jumping right out to Stead. So this is gonna be northwest Reno.
Yeah, up 395 or the connector. Why
Sure.
am I missing the name of it?
Yeah,
It doesn't
I'm not
matter.
too
It's
sure.
395 north.
Exactly, right there next to the California border as well. Median home price $399, and about 22,000 people out there.
Yeah, and that's 18 minutes up the road, right?
Quick.
So it's you hop on that, and from where I'm living, that's 18 minutes from downtown. From where I'm living, it's basically 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Up the road.
Yeah, super quick. Downfall out there is that sometimes the highway gets congested, right?
Yeah.
Freeway jumping out there, one way in, one way out. That's a little bit of a pain in the ass. So commuters kind of sucks, but things to do out there.
Well, we do love the golf course out there. Sierra
do.
Sage Golf Course. Super cool, just desert style links, right? So
Definitely.
everything's kind of just straight away, but
And that's the one that you have the boards, right? That you ride on.
yeah, they've got the surfboards.
Hover.
They've got their normal, carts, of course, but you strap the bag to the front there, and then you kind of just ride it like an electric scooter through there. So
Might be a little dangerous.
yeah, no, I think they require that you do training just because they know the clientele. Every now and again somebody has
Yeah.
a few too many at the bar and then tries to get on the surfboard. So
Been
I
there.
think you got to sign the waiver, but no, super cool course
Yeah,
out there.
great course, definitely. They also have a zoo, right? The Sierra Nevada Zoological Park.
Yeah, and that's sort of for a lack of a better way to describe it, sort of a Tiger King style, like,
sure.
like it's the people there are great. Like they're, I don't want to put it that way as, animal abuse or nothing like that. It's like they just set this kind of sanctuary up.
In the desert, middle of the desert.
And run it as a zoo, but I think they still do have a tiger out there.
Yeah.
They still,
And a lion.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
They might have a liger out there.
I know one of my buddies just went on a date with a girl out there, like just just first time, like they were kind of reconnecting, and it was like, let's go. They had a great time.
And
they had a great time out
and
there.
And it ended right there.
No, still going strong.
Good.
Still going strong.
Good for them.
It was a bad date.
Good for them. They also host the Reno Air Show.
And we've
there.
touched on that before in a different video as
Yeah.
well, right? But a super cool event. You just get to see all these old planes, right? Like some World War II era
The races,
planes, and just flying around doing tricks and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Too, so.
Great family fun. And then Frenchman's Lake, just over the border into California there. You're about 30 minutes away. But again, recreation, camping, getting the kids out, swimming, fishing, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
It's super close. So definitely add Stead to the list. And number 4.
We've got Dayton, Nevada, right?
Dayton. And Dayton's an awesome one. We have family friends out there. We've helped clients head out there as well. Median home price is a little bit higher, coming in at $428.
Yeah, and that's a lot to do with that is that they've built a lot out there recently.
A lot of newer stuff for sure.
That one is 9.3 thousand, so 9,300 people population wise. And so with that, it's still continuing to grow, right?
Definitely.
But they've seen so much new building, right? So I've got a buddy who lives out there, home built in 2016, and that house is probably going to be selling. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, about 1,700 square feet. And that's going to be selling for probably about $425 is
Definitely.
what we're thinking. But
And right there on par. They have a fantastic, Dayton Valley Golf Course.
super cool spot.
Really nice course. Just difficult. It's hard. I've lost so many damn balls out there. It's a lot.
That
water
compared to talking the one we just talked about being wide open, but you might end up in the desert here and there. It's a little tight in some places.
Definitely.
So I've had some buddies hit some houses that I didn't think
Yeah.
should be hit by golf balls, but that's just more our golf game than it is
Yeah,
the
shout
course
out
itself.
Tanner. Remember you launched the ball into the guy's garage? It was bouncing around in the garage.
Let's get in the cart and go. Get in the cart and go.
Abort mission.
Abort mission! Pull out! Abort!
But some other stuff to do out there. One that's kind of cool. It's actually a little bit in between Carson and Dayton, right? So Dayton being just east of Carson City.
45 minutes from Reno.
Yeah, and so that spot though, in between, they have a V&T railroad, and so it's like an old school train, right? And so you get on, you get down there, you park, you get on the train, and it takes you up the hill into Virginia City.
Yeah, which
Right.
is cool. Yeah, which is
super sweet.
definitely.
Like it takes you back. You
Yeah.
feel like you're kind of in the old days, and then especially once you get to Virginia City, and we've touched on that in a few videos. But old school mining town, right? You've got the old boardwalks that are
Yeah.
just wooden, and your saltwater taffy and all that different stuff.
For
the
sure.
Bucket of Blood Saloon. So
Yeah.
super cool day trip.
Definitely. Yeah, and a lot of fun, and it's really close. Dayton, yeah, our friends that live in Dayton, they've got the side-by-side.
Mm-hmm.
They'll jump on the side-by-side from their house and just go rip, the BLM land and just get lost back out there.
Yeah, and sort of, once again, can't touch on it enough. The reason that we do love these areas, are because you've got a little bit more space. You're not right on top of
Definitely.
your neighbors. You're not, necessarily city living, which within Reno, unless you're downtown, I never feel like I'm really in a city. But these places
Same.
definitely feel more rural. You've got, tons of opportunity to get out and just do different stuff. So.
Definitely. And for that price point in Dayton, right, same thing, 3.2, but you're looking at like a third of an acre, potentially half an acre, and then obviously can continue going up there. But all of these, majority of them, right, no HOAs. You're not on top of your neighbor. You have some room. And then any way you look around, right, north, south, east, west, you can just jump into some BLM land, get lost, cruise around, and just do whatever. Whether you're 4x, dirt bike, quad,
All the good stuff.
all that fun stuff. So there you have it.
Those are our top 4 sort of rural cities surrounding Reno, Nevada, that we would suggest looking at if that's something you're interested in.
Definitely, price point wise, it makes sense. So if you are interested, call us, text us, email us.
Reach out.
We're the ones answering the phones day and night.
And yeah, hopefully we'll be playing around a golf with you out one of these spots.
There we go. Awesome, guys. Till the next one.
Have a good one.